get some things off my chest. So I was just thinking about how, I don't know, I was thinking about stuff. So I'm just gonna try to get it out there. Not really, not really pursuing fitness like I used to. I just don't really have time for it anymore. I just don't think it's worth it in the long run, or it's not going to be worth it in the long run. You guys can help me find a reason to. But personally, I kind of over it now. Just don't really have a place for it in my life anymore. I know you guys know me for my fitness stuff. I've been in the industry for a long time now. I've seen the decline. I don't like where the industry's going. I've been in the industry since like the early 2010s, about 2013 or so. But I just think it's on a not a decline. Just it's not really headed in the right direction. It's more about flashiness and being an NPC instead of uplifting others. You know, it used to be about a community and motivation, but now it's just which girl can show the most ass cheeks, or which curly haired douchebag can pose in a dark room with overlight. You know, they're not even that big either. They rely too much on stupid tricks like lighting just to make themselves look good. But you see them in real life, they're not even big, but nothing impressive about them. But if you've been in the industry for long enough, you know how it goes. So I just don't like the direction that's heading in. There's not really much you can do about it either. Can't do much with fitness. You're kind of limited, and you're limited to bullshit um, like a certification for personal training or something, and or sponsorships for some shitty brand that nobody's ever heard of. You know, but if you actually want to make serious money about it, you gotta have a huge following and maybe get sponsored by a huge company. But that's if you want to make money off of it. It's not about the passion anymore. It lost its taste. I can get more into it if you guys want. I'm just going to tell you what's on my mind right now. So basically, the point is why I'm so bothered by this. It's because it's becoming plastic, you know. It's fake. People are becoming more fake. They're up themselves. You know, they have this power trip about them. Gets to their head too much. So they become this inauthentic version of themselves. You know, but I just don't think it's valid. I just think that who they think they are versus who they actually are, and what tangible results they have, it's not aligned. So there's that delusion. It's one of the things in the fitness industry. Get this ego trip. I was like that too. I was younger, but not so much anymore. Also, another thing I could add to that is when you trip on your own ego too much, then when you go to lift weights, messes up your technique. Basically, ego lift, your technique is sloppy. It's not very accurate. it sucks and you're not getting the most out of it, so you're gonna gas out before your muscles do. Not using not using light enough weights. Going too heavy. You also don't have the proper form. You don't have good mind muscle connection, which takes a long time to develop. So realistically, it's going to take a long time unless you're really smart and you take that approach when you first start. But most people don't do that. It really just depends on the person. But most people they're not gonna do that. They're more, they prioritize weights more. Just like I said, messes up your technique. So try to find a happy medium. Don't go too light where you're doing too many reps, but go heavy enough to where you where your technique is still there and you don't sacrifice form. I'm getting off subject. I'm going to expand on this when I can. Guys have any questions, let me know. I don't like making videos. I'm used to doing live streams, so I'm kind of like, I just don't really like talking to a camera and putting it out there. Not that I don't want to be out there, but I don't like making videos. It's kind of, there's a weird thing about it, just talking to inanimate objects. But I just hope somebody gets something from this. I just need more practice making videos too. I'm more of a live streamer. Gotten used to that. But I guess I gotta start making videos now. Yeah, I have an abundance of information that I can share with you regarding fitness and philosophy and all that stuff. But I'm going to start putting these out there. Just ask questions, suggestions, feedback, any of that. Don't be a douchebag. Right. I don't know what I'm mixing. Also, I don't like how YouTube, they prioritize speed now. Your video's got to catch the algorithm or whatever. But you can only say so much before it becomes watered down. You know, your words become meaningless. Or you just become some NPC and it's not much value. Happens to everyone. I've seen some YouTubers, they made videos and then after a while they started making too many and then shit. They're just not as good as the earlier ones. Everyone gets to that point. I'm probably going to get to the point maybe if I decide to do this shit.